Hello friends, welcome to this video discussion on current affairs, banking and economy. As promised, we'll discuss economic systems like capitalism, socialism and mixed economy. But this will be a part of the discussion itself because we have a question that focuses on kinds of economies. Which of the following is a socialist economy? Well, as you know, the answer is North Korea there. So what is a socialist economy? What are the different kinds of economic systems? I would want you to write this, please. Let's start. Economic systems. Economic systems. So as is the case with you, I'm going to write. Okay? So write first point. Capitalist system. Basically, capitalism. So capitalist system. Right. Also called laissez-faire, LAISSEZ. रिपीट करता हूं, LAISSEZ हाइफन फेयर FAIRE, LAISSEZ hyphen FAIRE, laissez-faire, in brackets, French for, it's a French language word, French for leave alone, LEAVE, leave alone, also called laissez-faire, and free market economy, free FREE, free market economy, ये सब कुछ मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. पहले एक बार लिख लेते हैं सबके बारे में. कैपिटलिज्म, we'll write about socialism, socialist economies. Once we write, we'll have that much more clarity. In fact, the notes will be self-explanatory. I'll give you that kind of notes which you can understand on your own. Next. All economic activity is driven by profit motive. Next, I repeat, all economic activity is driven by profit motive. Next, all factors of production are, what are factors of production? If you're not very clear, in brackets, land, labor, capital and organizer. Land, जमीन, labor, श्रम, जो person who works, capital, पूंजी जो लगाता है, the one who contributes capital, the capital itself, an organizer who brings all this together basically. Typically the guy who invests his business, whose money is the organizer. Okay, he's called a capitalist because he puts a capital. All factors of production are owned by private individuals, those who are not related to the government. So private individuals like you and me, private individuals, 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 private individuals. Okay, private individuals. Next. Okay, now let me repeat the first three. Also called laissez-faire and free market economy. Next, all economic activities driven by profit motive. Next, all factors of production, like what we mentioned, land, labor, capital, organization, are owned by private individuals. Next, right, RIGHT. Fourth one, right to own, 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 right to own property, right to own property is central, is central, is central to the idea of capitalism, to the idea of capitalism. Next, mostly found, mostly found, mostly found in democratic political systems, in democratic political systems, democratic political systems. Last one, example. Oh, there are lots of examples of capitalist economies, but a very good example would be, many people think it should be France. France is a mix actually, more of a mixed economy. Uh, Best example would be, let's call it Japan. Japan. America, yes, it's a good example. Canada, New Zealand, you have Australia. There are good examples. So ये है कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी, उसके नीचे लिखते हैं सोशलिस्ट इकोनॉमी. तो comparative, when we have nodes, comparative nodes, we will understand things that much better. Okay, right? Socialist economy or socialist system or socialist system. The same ideas that we wrote for capitalist, on the other side we will write now. Right. First point. Also called command economy. Command. Central command economy. Central. CENTRAL. Central command. Central command. And planned economy. You can call both actually. Let's take two words. Also called central command or planned economy. Planned economy. PLANNED. Planned economy. Next. All economic activity is driven by, welfare motive or service motive. Simple. Service or welfare motive. Next. All factors of production. Now you know what are factors of production. All factors of production are owned by the government. The government. Normally you will find the word by the state. State is the government in this case. Next. Individuals are not allowed to own. Individuals are not allowed to own property. To own property. Not allowed to own property. Dash. All assets and property. All assets and property are owned by the government. By the government. I normally don't give this kind of open notes, but since we are sitting miles, thousands, sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles away, I'm just sharing this very elaborately. Individuals are not allowed to own property. Dash. All property, all assets are owned by the government. Next. Mostly found in communist countries. Communist. 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 Communist countries. Communist countries. एग्जाम्पल वहां पे लिखा हुआ है स्क्रीन पे, नॉर्थ कोरिया। नॉर्थ कोरिया, तो एक दो लाइन मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी के बारे में लिखते हैं, फिर विल एक्सप्लेन, विल डिस्कस दिस। ओके, लेट्स राइट, लीव वन लाइन स्पेस, राइट, मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी। मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी, underline that, right, comprises, first point, comprises both public and private sectors, both public and private sectors, both public and private sectors, both public and private sectors. Next example, there are plenty of countries like this. Good example is our own country, अपना हमारा अपना देश भारत, हिंदुस्तान. So India, example India. चलिए डिस्कस करते हैं इसको. See, if you make a table now, first two, capitalism, socialism, you will find the exact opposite ideas. Yes. So if you look at what are the names, what is capitalism? First, let's discuss capitalism. What is capitalism? Capitalism is about choices, free, everything about that's freedom. You know what we call freedom. It's called a laissez-faire system, which in French means let it be or leave alone. Means in this case, the government won't tell you what to produce, how to produce, how much to produce, at what price you should sell. The government won't tell you anything of this. Okay? You are free to do any sort of economic activity as long as it is legal. As long as it is legal. The government makes a legal framework. कानून बनाना सरकार का काम है. आपका काम होगा, आपको जो भी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी है वो आप कर सकते हैं एज लॉन्ग एज इट इज लीगल, विद इन दैट लीगल फ्रेमवर्क. गैर कानून नहीं होना चाहिए, बाकी आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ इन दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमी यू वुड नो दैट ऑल द लैंड इन द कंट्री इज owned by people like you and me. All land is owned by private individuals. Labor, you and me will work for someone. We will work for someone else. That is, we may not work for the government, but if the land is private, we may work for a private individuals. Capital is contributed by a private individual. Okay, the organizer is a private individual. Means every economic, almost all economic activity is carried out by private individuals. Obviously, now when you put in your money, आप अपनी पूंजी लगाते हैं, आप अपना कैपिटल लगाते हैं, तो you will do only that economic activity which generates maximum profit for you. Yes, so your economic activity is driven by profit. Whatever economic activity you do is driven by profit. And now look at this. You have freedom. You have complete freedom. You can do whatever economic activity you do. You can produce as much as you want. You can sell at any price you want. Everything here is about freedom. So normally this kind of an economic system could be found only in a democracy, because as you know, democracy is about freedoms. It's about freedoms. Of course, freedom comes with limitations, but here it's about freedoms. So you would find that capitalism or capitalist systems are mostly found in those countries which are democratic in nature. Okay, now आपके पास पैसा है, आपने पैसा बनाया, you made a lot of money from business. So what would you do with that money? You buy property, you buy more assets, isn't it? So the idea of owning wealth, I'm using good English here, okay? Just be careful. The idea of owning wealth, sampatti, yeah, is central to the idea of capitalism. It is your money. You can buy, whatever you want to buy with that. So, right to own property is very, very sacred in a capitalist country. और आप जहाँ तक देखेंगे आपको मालूम हो, आपको इतनी जानकारी होगी कि इन मोस्ट वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज owning wealth is the ultimate symbol of materialistic happiness. Of course, it's the same case with India as well, but we Indians love to deny all that stuff, though we actually are running after the same stuff just as in the West. अब देखिए सोशलिस्ट, इसका ऑपोजिट देखिए. What is the first word? Central command. It's what are the other names? Planned economy or central command economy means the central government. The government controls all economic activity. You look at the names. What are the names? Planned economy, central command economy. You look at what is it? What drives economic activity? All economic activity is driven by what is a service motive, welfare motive. The government will produce that stuff which will help it reach the common man, take care of the common man's needs. The government produces everything because the government owns all the land, the government owns all the labor. You and I will work for the government. There is no private enterprise that is allowed. No private enterprise is allowed. Please know that. Okay, no private enterprise is allowed. You and I will work for sarkari, either in the government, direct government system, administrative system, or in the, if there is a farmland, कहीं पे बहुत बड़ी ज़मीन है that the government is carrying out agriculture operations, you and I will work as farm labor. Okay, if there is an industrial unit somewhere, we'll work as industrial labor. That's it. We'll work only for the government because everything is done by the government. Double roti से with bread, from bread to manufacturing a fighter aircraft, everything is made by the government. So that system, okay, is not about freedoms. You don't have any freedom. You can't do anything you want. The government will tell you, hey Bharat, go work वहाँ पे, मुझे काम करना ही पड़ेगा. तो अगर सरकार कहती है कि no, today you worked here, tomorrow Bharat you will go and work there. That's it. I'll have to work there because there is no freedom allowed in a socialist economy. Social welfare, everything is owned by by a group or by the entire country. Collectively, we own it. Society, social ownership of all the resources is what they claim. But असल में क्या होता है कि एक छोटी सी there's a group of people at the top who run the show. Okay, they claim to run on behalf of millions, on behalf of the people in their country. But you know how the system works. In the beginning, there is no difference between the rulers and the ruled. Okay, but as time passes, the rulers become little more of the rulers. That is, हम ruler हैं, हमारी मर्जी, हमें जो करना हम करेंगे वैसे. That is what happened in the Soviet Union. See, the best example of a socialist economy would have been the USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. This was a country that existed between 1922 and 1991. 1922 से 91 तक ये देश चला. ये देश था. In 91 the country broke up and the 15 states in this country became 15 independent countries. Russia is the biggest of those states. We discussed this in one of the previous classes. Russia, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, ये सभी देश जो आज इंडिपेंडेंट देश हैं, they were parts of the Soviet Union. So between 1922 and 1991, Soviet Union ran the communist world. Now, ये normally socialist economies are found in communist countries. So what is communism? मैं आपको एक कॉमन मैन की, एक साधारण नॉर्मल इंसान की अंडरस्टैंडिंग बताता हूँ कम्युनिस्ट सिस्टम क्या होता है. See, whatever I'm going to tell you is not my personal view. Okay, whenever I tell you something of this sort, remember I wrote here so that I will have clarity in telling you the exact opposite of this. This is capitalism for socialism. I believe that as a teacher I should not have a personal view in the class. I have my personal views, but in the class they won't come in. So whatever I tell you is from my understanding of history, and because I read a lot, all that stuff comes from different sorts of sources. but I will not give you any personal view. Okay, that much is clear. So let's get on with this. Communism. What is communism? See, communism is a political idea. Socialism is an economic idea. एक कॉमन मैन की अंडरस्टैंडिंग है. हम जो जेएनयू हैं या कम्युनिस्ट लीडर हैं उनके साथ बैठ के बात नहीं कर रहे. ओके, हम एक नॉर्मल चाय पी के घर पे बैठ के बात कर रहे हैं लिविंग रूम में कि भाई ऐसा होता है वैसा होता है, दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स, दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स, दैट्स इट. ओके, we are not a big, we are not going to write an essay on the history of communism. Okay, so in a communist country only one political party is allowed. In the entire entire country, in the communist political system, one party is allowed. Only one political party is allowed to exist, and that party is a communist party. Okay, let's look at China. So is the case with Vietnam. But let's look at China. China is a very popular example. चाइना में एक ही पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना, द सीपीसी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना. No other political party is allowed, which means no elections are held. No elections are held, which means that the party becomes a government. Party equals government, government equals party, and party equals government equals state, that is the country. So they come to define themselves in terms of the country itself. हम ही देश है, देश हम, see, देश हमसे हैं, हमसे देश, ऐसा नहीं कि हम देश की सेवा करेंगे, नहीं, देश हमारे लिए है, देश हमारे लिए है. द कंट्री एग्जिस्ट फॉर अस, दैट्स कम्युनिज्म इन दिस केस. सो इन अ कम्युनिस्ट कंट्री देयर इज ओनली वन पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. 2, no elections are held. 3, all organs of the state, free, press, judiciary, legislature are more or less controlled by the government. Everything is controlled by the government. All, everything. And आपका जो भी प्रेस है, प्रेस इज ओन्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. इफ यू लुक एट चाइना, चाइना डज अलाउ प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेस, प्राइवेट न्यूज चैनल्स हैं, प्राइवेट वेबसाइट्स हैं, प्राइवेट न्यूज सोर्सेस हैं, लेकिन एवरीथिंग इज सब्जेक्ट टू सेंसरशिप. जैसे इन चाइना यू कैन नॉट पब्लिश वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट. ये मैंने लिखा है यहाँ पे, इन चाइना आई विल हैव टू फर्स्ट शो दिस टू ए न्यूज़पेपर सेंसर. ओनली व्हेन द न्यूज़पेपर सेंसर अप्रूव्स दिस, इट कैन बी पब्लिश्ड. नथिंग दैट इज एंटी गवर्नमेंट, नथिंग दैट इज एंटी पार्टी, नथिंग दैट इज एंटी country. Basically, anti party is anti country. In this case, they believe that's all. If it's against the party, it's against the country. So what they do is they cannot publish anything that is not approved by the censor. आप सोचेंगे what about internet companies? Well, internet companies are like the same. Are the same. There is no Google in China. China में Google नहीं है. चाइना में WhatsApp नहीं है. हाँ, इसलिए आप और मैं नहीं जाना चाहेंगे वहाँ. फेसबुक नहीं है, एक और कारण है. ट्विटर नहीं है. You cannot, you can't access all this in China. But they have their own versions. They have a search engine company called Baidu. They have a Twitter kind of company called Weibo. Okay? है, वैसा नहीं कि उनके पास नहीं है, सब कुछ है उनके पास. अपना WhatsApp है, उनका WeChat है. But you have to understand everything is subject to censorship. The government had already told these these technology companies that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you are, you don't provide a platform for anti-party activity, anti-government activity. तो ये जो कोरोना वायरस के खिलाफ जो Chinese people are protesting, they cannot protest because once before, see, when I pick up a phone and I start typing on my phone, remember, certain words are censored, certain characters are censored. And I'm not kidding. There is something called the Great Firewall of China. इसका nickname है. आप डेमोक्रेसी इन चाइना टाइप करेंगे, आपको कोई सर्च इंजन नहीं, सर्च आपको यू वोंट गेट ए सर्च रिजल्ट, यू वोंट गेट सर्च रिजल्ट लाइक माओ इविल, माओ प्ले बॉय, माओ डिक्टेटर, आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन someone somewhere will be watching you, will be watching you, will be keeping an eye on who's searching for what information. So you get 404 or 0 page not displayed, information not available, website not available, someone somewhere will be watching. That is China. So that is the reason why we don't know the truth about coronavirus. We don't know what exactly happened. Though there are some web sources which have been very critical of the Chinese government, and whenever you see publish anything that is anti-government, after publish कर दिया चलिए anti सरकार है, you publish this, someone will come, will knock, put you in jail and put you through the court. The court is owned by them, so obviously there is no freedom there. Also, there is no fair trial, so you are simply disappear. And what about the newspaper company? It will be shut down. Khatam, khel khatam. That's it. So there are dangers in communism. Very, और भारत में जो नक्सली हैं, these are, they believe in the ideology of Mao. Mao was the father of communism in China. He was the father of China. He ruled between 1949 and 1976. Mao Zedong, 1949 to 76. In these 27 years, he ruled with an iron fist. किसी और दिन मैं बताऊंगा माओ के बारे में. लेकिन remember, my friends, China's economic system has changed over the years. What I discussed was political system, but economic system has changed. As we go further, we'll discuss that also. But remember, guys, in a mixed economy, we have both public sector, which is more symptomatic of capital socialism, socialist society, economic system, and private sector, which is a very good feature of capitalist economy. So we need both, and we have both. आप टेलीकॉम में देखिए, BSNL है, भारत सरकार की कंपनी है, पब्लिक सेक्टर, एंड योर प्राइवेट सेक्टर कंपनीज लाइक भारती एयरटेल. So you have fairly good coexistence of this company, both the public and private sectors. That is mixed economy. So I just wanted to share this with you. I thought this would help you. Friends, I have a lot to share with this, when it comes to economic systems, especially communism. But some other day we'll tell you. But before I leave, I'll tell you one more thing. See, the Naxals in India are followers of Mao's ideology. That इसलिए उनको माओवादी कहते हैं. And Mao believed in the power of the bullet, not the power of the ballot. वोट पे नहीं, मतलब बंदूक की नोक पे समाज में चेतना लानी है. That's they what say awareness. So the Maos in India, Maoists, what their ideology is very simple: bring in a revolution, a violent revolution, replace the democratic system in India with a communist country. Communism लेके आएंगे, संविधान को जलाएंगे. Look, this is what most communist ideology will tell you. They'll replace the communist they'll replace the constitution with their own stuff, which will nationalize all the all private enterprises. They will own everything. No political party will be allowed to exist. No freedoms will be allowed to exist. You and I can't criticize the government. In China, you can't do that anyway. So that's how it is. Okay. So let's go on with this next one. In this session there will be lots of questions where we'll just touch and go. Okay, there won't be any explanation required. What does NOFHC, which is a non-operative financial holding company? So this is a company that there is no clarity on what exactly this could be, because I went to the RBI website, I looked at the release and everything, press releases. There is not much of a clarity on this, and they are not very popular also. Okay. So choice 3. We discussed derivatives in the past, so we will not discuss this again. Currency derivatives market intervention can be undertaken by the Reserve Bank of India. I had given you notes on derivatives under trading market, equity derivatives and everything. So it's the same here. We discussed these choices also in the past. CCI is the one that is new to us, which is the Competition Commission of India. Competition Commission of India. If there is a situation where public interest is threatened by companies, let's say some monopolies, or two companies, company A buys another company B, and if they come together, there could be a monopoly situation, or they could control the price against them. That could be, that may not be in the interest of the market, interest of consumers. Then the CCI may do something about it. Okay. So just to give, when Vodafone and Idea merged, the case went to CCI. They look at a lot of aspects, especially in consumer interest. No business mergers or anything acquisition should be against consumer interest. Which of the following is not true about offline debit cards? They can be, okay, the answer is there. Number one, amount of a purchase deducted after a specified time. It is true. I'll tell you, I'll give you some notes, 2 lines I'll give you. Can be compared to writing a check? Yes. Card network providers such as Visa and MasterCard sponsor offline debit cards? Yes. An offline debit card is not connected to an online system when used? Yes. इसका नाम ही ऑफलाइन है, तो ऑनलाइन कैसे कनेक्ट होंगे? Okay. Okay, we'll do one thing. I want you to write 2 lines, like offline debit card. Offline debit card. Underline that. First point. Mix of a credit card and a debit card. Mix of a credit card and a debit card. Mix of a credit card and a debit card. Next. One can pay directly from one's account. Next point. Simple, छोटे-छोटे sentence लिखते हैं. One can pay directly from one's account. Next. However, amount is deducted from account after a delay of about 24 to 72 hours. 24 to 72 hours. Dash, as the card is offline. Last one. No pin is required. Last one. However, such cards carry a daily withdrawal limit, and need a signature. Such card need a signature. Okay, I think easy to understand. Sometimes the cards, it normally, see, who could be issued debit card? Only, see, if I go to a store and I don't, let's say my income is 5,000 rupees per month, ठीक है? मैं गया एक दुकान में, I walk into store and use my offline debit card. Let's say I have an offline debit card. I use it for 7,000 rupees. There is no money in my account because the system is offline. Yeah, I can pay there, and it will get deducted afterwards from my account. But will it get deducted? Will the store guy get money? No. That is where the problem is. That's why it's always issued to high level or very, very wealthy people. People need to have, there is a lot of money. Okay, that assurance that people will have money in their account. That's why banks normally give these cards to only those who have a very good credit history and who are most likely to have money in their account at any point. Okay. So, which of the following is not a member of the SARC? You could write just 2-3 lines. SARC, South Asian Association, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. For regional cooperation. Okay. Underline that. First one. Established 1985. Established 1985. 1985. Next. Head office Kathmandu. Head office Kathmandu. Next. Third point. 10 members. Sorry, 8 members. I'm so sorry. 8 members. Art. 8. 8 members. Write in 2 columns. Afghanistan, Pakistan. Choice 1 में अफगानिस्तान है, देखिए अफगानिस्तान, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया, नेपाल, भूटान, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका, Maldives. Choice 5. Maldives. Yeah. So you know that Myanmar is not a part of it. Which institution has announced the creation of digital payments index to effectively assess and capture the extent of digitalization of payments? RBI has announced this will be operational from July 2020. Operational from July 2020. Let us see, because India has gone digital in a very big way in the last few years, especially since the demonetization thing. And things have changed. Effectively, a lot of people don't use cash at all. I am one of them. I don't use any cash. I use only online, whatever, cards and everything. So this has become very easy for people, because you don't have to carry a lot of stuff today. You can have a Paytm, you can make payments online, you can make payments through cards, touchless card, near field communication cards and everything. So life has changed a bit, and not changed a bit, it's changed a lot, and it's changed for good. And this has made life easy for a lot of people, in rural areas also. Today you can make an electricity payment sitting at home. You don't have to go to the store. You can get your groceries here by making a digital payment. Yeah. So things have changed for good in India. And I think we discussed all these choices in the past. There is no point in repeating things, my friends. Yeah, there could be other things which we would need to discuss. What is the name of the new proposed headquarters building of the Indian Army? The Indian Army is building a new headquarters in New Delhi, and it will be called Thal Sena Bhavan. Thal Sena, obviously Thal. Yeah, Thal Sena. Which of the following organization governs the National Pension System? NPC is governed by the Pension Fund. The full form is Pension Fund Regulatory. Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. Chairman Supratim Bandyopadhyay. Supratim, Supratim, Supratim Bandyopadhyay. Okay. Just to recapture, only for one choice, NABARD Chairman Harsh Kumar Bhanwala. Harsh कुमार भानवाला, BHANWALA, भानवाला. Next, the National Handloom Day is celebrated every year on August 7th. क्यों? Please write. National Handloom Day is celebrated on August 7th. Right. On August 7th. To commemorate, commemorate, to commemorate commemorate the Swadeshi movement, launched on 7th August 1905, 1905, 7th August 1905, to protest against the partition of Bengal. Next, to revive, REVIVE, revive the demand for domestic products. Okay, September 5th is Teachers Day. January 9th, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. You write this. 9th January dash Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Pravasi, PRAVASI. Non-resident. Pravasi means non-resident. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Dash on this day, comma, in 1915, 1915. On this day, comma, in 1915, comma, Mahatma Gandhi came back to India from South Africa. Came back to India from South Africa. So it's sort of a homecoming for Gandhiji, and that's how we treat it as, when Gandhiji came back to India for good. He kind of became one of the most prominent leaders of the freedom struggle. In the initial days, one of the most prominent, and later the most prominent. So, in celebration of his homecoming, this day is observed to celebrate the presence of Indians all over the world and to celebrate their contribution to our development. November 11th and July 13th. July 13th कुछ मिला नहीं मुझे. November 11th, yes, as we wrote in the past, is National Education Day. National Education Day dash birthday of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Comma, India's first education minister. Rupee drawing arrangement is related to money received through remittances. बाहर से जो पैसे भेजते हैं Indians, when they send their money back home, is called remittance. So remittances, we are world leaders. हम सबसे ज़्यादा दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा पैसा हमें ही मिलता है, हमें ही आता है, हमारे देश को आता है. तो आप why don't you write Top three in remittances. Top three in remittances. So money sent back home by your uncle or by your cousin who works abroad is called remittance. So top three in remittances. Underline that. India dash $79 billion. 79 billion dollars. So effectively, how much money came back to India? You take $80 billion. It's about 80 to 7. It's about 5.6 lakh crore rupees. 5,60,000 crore रुपए भारत में आया बाहर से. Okay, sent. This is the money sent back home by Indians abroad. Next, number 2, China. Number 2, China. $67 billion. $67 billion. Number 3, Mexico. Mexico. About 36. About 36. Okay. We discussed everything in the past. IMF, World Bank. As per SEBI norms, low risk funds are marked. No. This is outdated. This stuff is outdated. Because earlier, mutual funds were marked, by some color. Blue color, yellow color, brown color, 3 colors. Now that has been replaced by riskometer. Please write. Riskometer for mutual funds. Risko, RISKO meter. Riskometer, RISKOMETER. 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 Underline that. First point. Pictorial depiction. Pictorial. PICTORIAL. Pictorial depiction of risk profile of mutual fund schemes. Kitni risk hai? You look at scheme 1. So the riskometer might show something. I'll tell you what this show. Okay. So depending on the risk of that, whether it will give you, that risk meter will give you an idea whether you should invest or not, because the risk here is great, the risk here is not so great, that kind of thing. So right, next. Shows level of risk. Associated with investment. Associated with investment. Last one. Different types of risks are classified as low, LOW, low. Okay. Then moderately low, then moderate, then you have moderately high, then high. Actually, I was trying to draw a picture, it didn't work out. Okay. it does is this. ऐसा होता है semicircle में, if the riskometer shows here, it shows here, it means that risk is very low. So it's all classified like this. So low, moderately low, moderate, moderately high, high. So ऐसा होता है. So if the scheme shows moderate risk, the meter shows here, it means that the risk is average. Risk is average. That's how it is. Okay. So nothing more than that. That is what a riskometer shows, my friends. So earlier color scheme was there. You want to know the colors, you could write the colors also. Please write. Blue dash, low risk. Low risk. Yellow, medium risk. Yellow, medium risk. And brown, high risk. Okay. At which of the following places will ISRO construct a second satellite launch port? We already have a launch port. We have basically two launch ports as of today. One is in Sriharikota, Satish Dhawan Space Center. Then there is a place called Vikram Sarabhai Space Center near Trivandrum. But from Tumba, that is Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivandrum, we haven't launched anything in the recent past. So the government of India ISRO is looking at building a new satellite port near Thoothukudi. Where is this Thoothukudi? This is in Tamil Nadu. Near the equator. Now, why are they looking at Thoothukudi? There are two major reasons. One is when the rocket is launched eastwards, the rotation of the Earth helps it move faster. Okay, and there is a specific boost to speed also. And second thing is it is near the equator. Okay, and the rocket has to be launched to be put in equatorial orbit just above the equator. It's faster, it's better, and there is one more reason. It's a negative reason, but a positive reason. Like in case the launch is a failure, the rocket goes up, explodes, the debris will fall into the Bay of Bengal, not on some civilian area, populated area. So they have to accommodate every kind of risk. This is one of the reasons why they have chosen Thoothukudi along the coast in Tamil Nadu. So normally all these places are along the coast or in sparsely populated areas. So from Thoothukudi, you want to write Thiruvananthapuram dash Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. I think that's enough. Fall Eagle is one of the largest military exercises conducted annually between South Korea and the US. See, whenever the US and the South Koreans come together to conduct this exercise, the North Koreans get angry, pissed off. They get really, really angry. So, I'll just show you how this works. This is the Korean Peninsula. This is China, Japan here. Okay. So South Korea and America are close friends, allies. North Korea is, an enemy of both the countries. And North Korea has often said that the Americans want to invade our country. That's why they are conducting these military exercises. And whenever there is something like this happening, they fire a missile. I write on such issues, and I can tell you that North Koreans are seriously unpredictable, greatly unpredictable. But then, it's a communist country, information flow is tightly controlled, there's nothing called private that's allowed there. Hmm? So the term ALM, asset liability management, stands for, oh, it's already there. Right. Asset, you please write this. I'll give you the definition of it. Asset liability management. First point. Process of managing process of managing use of assets and cash flows to reduce the firm's risk, FIRM, firm apostrophe S, firm's risk of loss from not paying a liability or a liability from not paying a liability on time. I repeat, process of managing use of assets and cash flows to reduce the firm's risk of loss from not paying a liability on time. Next point. Well managed assets and liabilities well managed assets and liabilities increased business profits. Okay, I think that's a fairly easy one to understand. But whenever there is a loan, I fundamentally believe that people should pay it. And because if you keep postponing, the interest accumulates, and interest is a very, very dangerous thing. Interest is a payment, it's a kind of punishment. You don't have to pay it if you pay the loan on time. So excessive interest, penalties, and everything should always be avoided. And current needs could be postponed, current expenses could be postponed, and the loan could be paid off. But most people don't understand this. Which country is the largest shareholder in the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? China, because Lightman. I will give you 3 points. Right. AIIB dash established 2016. 2016. Next, head office Beijing. 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 Next, chairman, president sometimes. Jin Likun. Jin, Jin, Jin Likun, Liqun, Jin Likun, in brackets, China. Last point. China holds a 26% share in the capital of AIIB. You could write one more thing. Dash 78 members. It has 78 members. Which of the following is a correct or not correct, regarding the NHB? Established under the NHB Act 1987 with its headquarters in New Delhi? Yes. Is it a wholly owned subsidiary of the RBI? No. The RBI recently sold all its shares in this NHB. So it's not a subsidiary of the RBI. But look at the other ones. It registers, regulates, and supervises housing finance companies. Yes. It refinances the housing loans given by housing finance companies by up to 100% under special housing schemes. Yes. No. So just remember, it's not a subsidiary of of the RBI, because the RBI recently sold all its shares in NHB. Who is the chairman of the NHB? Sharda Kumar Hota. Sharda Kumar Hota. HOTA. Sharda Kumar Hota. Easy question. The Cabinet Committee on the Economic Affairs has recently approved as almost 5,600 viability gap funding to Indradhanush Gas Grid Limited for setting up the Northeast Natural Gas Pipeline grid. In this context, which the following is part of the IGGL. All of them. GAIL, IOCL, ONGC, Oil. We have taken the head of the CEOs of all these companies. No, not 1 and 4. So right. 1. GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. Gas Authority of India Limited. Dash. Gas Authority of India Limited. Dash. Manoj Jain. Manoj Jain. Manoj Jain. Fourth one, Oil India Limited. Fourth one, Oil India Limited. Sushil Chandra Mishra. Sushil Chandra Mishra. We know the CEOs of both IOC and ONGC. ONGC is Shashi Shankar. Shashi Shankar. ONGC, Shashi Shankar. And IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation, is Sanjeev Singh. Sanjeev Singh. Sanjeev Singh. Sanjay Agarwal has recently been reappointed MD and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank. एक काम करते हैं, we'll write the head offices of this. Yeah, if necessary, the CEO also. Right. AU Small Finance Bank dash Jaipur. Jaipur. You could write, चलो संजय अग्रवाल, CEO भी लिखते हैं, संजय अग्रवाल. Next, choice 2, choice 1, Fincare. Dash head office is in Bengaluru, and the CEO is Rajiv Yadav. The CEO is Rajiv Yadav. Choice 2, ISAF. Head office is in Thrissur, Kerala. THRISSUR, Thrissur, Kerala. And the CEO is Paul Thomas. Paul Thomas. Next, last one. Capital Small Finance Bank. Choice 3. Jalandhar. Dash Sarvajit Samra. Sarvajit, SARVJIT, Sarvajit Samra, SAMRA, Sarvajit Samra. Okay, Bandhan Bank, you know, it's Calcutta and Chandrasekhar Ghosh. It's not a small bank. So, Bandhan Bank, Calcutta, Chandrasekhar Ghosh. Which of the following oil majors belong to the Netherlands? Netherlands, as you know, is a country in Europe. It's a very small country. It's also called Holland. The answer is C. 3 there. Shell, Royal Dutch Shell. Netherlands is a monarchy. So लगभग हर कंपनी के पहले रॉयल डच आता है. ओके, सो रॉयल डच शेल. एक काम करते हैं, we'll write the head offices of each of these companies so that you will know where they come from. Okay, we'll not write the CEO. If you want the CEO next time, please leave the feedback. I'll give you the CEOs also. Okay, but see, Shell, इनके CEO का नाम है Ben Van Beurden. ये नाम भी थोड़े difficult, right? It's not that you can't remember this. Like for example, in the case of Chevron, it's Michael Worth. You can remember, Eni is Claudio Descalzi. See, I am familiar, but if you think it's information overload, leave the feedback with us so that we will, know what to do, what not to do. If you want this, I'll come back and tell you in the next session who are the CEOs of these 5 companies. Okay, but in this session, I will not tell you. I'll tell you one of the head offices. Right. The first one, ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is one of the world's top 3 oil companies. It's a mega company, my friends. ExxonMobil dash Irving, 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 Texas, Irving, Texas, 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 US, Texas, US. US. Next, Chevron, choice 2. Chevron, CHEVRON, Chevron. Chevron dash San Ramon, SAN, San space RAMON, Ramon, San Ramon, Sam, 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 I'm so sorry, Sam, 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 so sorry, Sam, 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 Ramon, RAMON, comma, California, comma, US. Fourth one. Okay, third one. Actually, Shell के headquarters 2 देश में. Yeah, right. Shell dash London, and Hague, HAGUE, London and Hague, HAGUE, Hague. So Shell के headquarters 2 जगह पे हैं, लंदन ब्रिटेन में और हेग which is in Netherlands. Next, BP, British Petroleum, London. Choice 5, Eni is Rome. It's an Italian company, Rome. Next, but leave the feedback if you want CEOs. Okay, at any point if you want CEOs of any company, just leave feedback. You think that I could have shared more, get back to us, we'll share more. Yeah, I don't have any problem. Mikhail Mishustin is the new Prime Minister of Russia. You want to know the name of the guy who he succeeded? You could write Russia dash new PM. You write that guy's name, Mishustin dash succeeded Dmitry, Try, Dmitry, Dmitry Medvedev, Medvedev. I repeat, Medvedev, Medvedev, Dmitry Medvedev. Dmitry Medvedev. I think we discussed all these questions in Azerbaijan, Estonia, and everything we discussed in the last class, I guess, in the last two classes. यूक्रेन ऑल्सो भी डिस्कस, तजिकिस्तान हमने कभी डिस्कस नहीं किया, तो आप एक लिख सकते हैं तजिकिस्तान, तजिकिस्तान डैश व्हाट्स द कैपिटल, दुशानबे, DUSH, आई रिपीट DUSHANBE, Dushanbe. Dushanbe is the capital. The president's name is Emomali Rahman. I'll spell EMOM. I repeat EMOMALI. Emomali Rahman. RAHMON dash. Currency is Somoni, SOMONI. I repeat, SOMONI, Somoni. We discussed that is, the rest in the past. With which country has India signed an agreement to upgrade the Ashuganj-Akwara road into a 4-lane expressway? Bangladesh. Bangladesh, my friends. Bangladesh's Chief Minister, Prime Minister is Sheikh Hasina Wajid. And Bangladesh and India share the longest international boundary. India's longest international boundary is with Bangladesh. Maybe next time on, wherever possible, I'll bring in a map also, so that one of the slides will have a map related to the question, so things become easier. Next. Oh, we discussed this in the past. Whom of the following would declare the joint winners of the 2020 Laureate Sportsman of the Year award? Choice 3, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is a Formula 1 driver from Britain. World champion, 2019 Formula 1 champion from Britain. And Lionel Messi, Argentinian footballer. Some questions are meant for revision. Okay. Again, this is an easy question. The RBI has recently raised the short-term foreign portfolio investor debt investment limit to how much can an FPI or a foreign investment be made in short-term debts, basically. The 20% currently from 22 it is 30%. How much can foreigners invest in government and corporate bonds? Maximum is 30%, not more than that. Pema Khandu is the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. Choice 1, we discussed this also, but just revision. Mizoram, Pema Khandu. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Mizoram, Joram Thanga. One word. ZO, RA, MT, HANGA. Joram Thanga. Then Meghalaya, Conrad Sangma. Conrad, CONRAD. Conrad Sangma, SANGMA. Sangma. Conrad Sangma. Manipur, Biren Singh, BIREN. Biren Singh. Sikkim, Prem Singh Tamang. Singh, S-I-N-G-H, Singh. Tamang, T-A-M-A-N-G, Tamang, Prem Singh Tamang. With Brexit, how many countries are there in the EU? 27. Earlier there were 28. 27 are there. 27. Don't know. I mean, what might happen? Things are pretty bad in the European Union, my friends, especially with coronavirus now. Very, very bad. Oh, that's it. Fair then, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the discussion on the economic systems, socialism, capitalism, and mixed economy, especially socialism and capitalism. See, these kinds of things, a lot of these questions won't take much time, but we bring in something extra in each class so that we give a lot more than is that can be taken from this session. So that's it. Have a lot of fun this weekend and make sure you keep keep yourself occupied with reading, with learning. Stay curious, my friends. Thank you very much for being a part of this video talk. Thank you.